Didn't mean to do that. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the Dead Unicorn. My name is Corey. I hit the wrong button, starting us out just just on the wrong foot. But it's time for Cyber Samurai Sunday. Hey, today, uh, we, man, we're having a good time on our Discord server. If you want to come on down there and give us some chat us up, we're always there. But if you join our Patreon, you get even better things. This month, we're doing our Patreon event, which is we're going through a Dungeons and Dragons game book. So if you want to join in with the adventure on our Discord channel, you can check it out. Links below, and join $1 on Patreon will get you into join us for the D&D game book. But at our $5 level, we have the build your own character NPC for Shadow Empire for this game. Make an NPC, and if it's the one that's selected, we will put it into this game, or I will put it into this game. 100%. Your character in this game, played by me. That's something, right?
Exciting.
Hey, I'd like to thank our patrons. Scrolling in the down there. They get cool stuff and they help out this channel. Let's talk about you guys, though. Let's talk about everybody that's here. Sasha, James, Tarek, Matt, and Crystal. And the characters you play. One of your characters have won a special benefit this game. Free success on any one roll. Like, your roll is successful. There are no bonus successes, no opportunity, but it wins. So, who won? Let's check the poll. You can check the poll every week on our community tab. I'll get it up as soon as possible, usually on Monday. But here we go.
Drum roll.
Unfortunately, Moshi Sora, I'm sorry, darling. You got 7% of the vote. Doji Daisuke got 20% of the vote. And coming in at the winner with 40% of the vote is Ide Youngsu.
Yay.
Thank you.
I am deleting this post now. Delete. No one can vote on it anymore. It's gone forever. New post will be up tomorrow.
Probably.
You know, I'm pretty good at this.
Mm-hmm. But no 100% guarantees on anything.
Look, if it's not up by tomorrow, just poke at me on Discord, poke at me on Patreon, poke at me on YouTube. I will put it up, I promise. Just poke at me in all the... Hey, hi, hello.
You heard the man, poke the bear.
But let's introduce yourselves and your characters as brief as possible. Try to make it under... How about under 45 seconds? Can you do that? James, go.
What we did last time was walk in a big loop, deal with a ghost, spores, and then back to where we started from.
I said introduce your character, not recap the story.
Apologies.
Whoops.
I'm James. I play Ida Youngso, the tiny spy, who'd much rather just be a musician, and is kind of losing his mind a little bit underground at this point. And I'm going to pass it on to Matt.
Okay, thank you, James. All right, my name is Matt. I play Doji Daisuke, a courier who is way out of his element in the underground, exploring, trying to help find his poetry master and get him and his poetry master's bride to safety, but has been having a hell of a time doing so. Almost getting eaten by a spider, taken down by sleepy music, all sorts of good stuff. Almost got sprayed on by a skunk, no thanks to a certain someone who wanted to play a prank on him. Thankfully, he was fast enough to stop the skunk from spraying him. All right, Tarek, you go.
Okay, my name's Tarek. I play Shishiro Kuranagi. She is the blinding light of friendship and warmness and trust and all those good things. Yeah, totally. So she's that kind of a person.
The master of friendship
she's
and
Scorpion
karate.
Shigenja. She likes to give people a rough time sometimes, but also is always there to try to help out when the time comes. And she may be trying to cash in on those chips when it is most valuable for her.
45 seconds, man. Come on.
I think that's basically all for her today. She slept next to a corpse for a little while before anybody realized that she was doing it, and I'll go ahead and pass off.
He's doing this. He's doing this on purpose.
Baishi Naren, in fact, does not know that Kuranagi slept next to a corpse, but if she did, she would judge her ever so slightly for it. I play Baishi Naren. My name is Sasha. Best-ish kind of friends, as close as you can be when you have to, shirk all of those neat things for duty. With Kuranagi here, both Scorpion pals, if you will say so.
Scorpion gal pals.
Gal pals, exactly.
Gal pals.
But, she didn't tell me. She lied to my face about where she fell asleep. I was just worried for her safety. So, I guess we're not as close as I thought we were.
I wasn't asleep at all. I don't know what you're talking about. I was just watching from the shadows.
I was just spooning a corpse.
On purpose.
Like,
For
how
fun,
you feeling,
while I
buddy?
was awake for 2 hours.
I was showing the corpse a cool YouTube video, wrapping my arms around it like.
It was a very long YouTube video. It was a dissertation by
Hey,
Noah
look at
Caldwell
this.
Survey. And he'd never played Fallout New Vegas before, so I had to, give him a rundown.
Just CSGO in the meantime.
Yeah, a couple of them.
Grounds.
Sasha, your mic is a little low.
Just a smidge.
How is this? Is this any better?
Nope.
No.
No, still no? Nothing?
Oh, that's
Okay,
better.
yeah, a little better now.
Yeah? Is this good now?
Whoa, there we go.
Okay, there we are. Okay. Naren has been kind of figuring stuff out so far, which is kind of neat. So that's cool. She didn't pass out to a giant spider, didn't pass out to Youngso's music. So I think we have a theme here that's starting to happen, which is no sleep Naren.
No,
And,
please,
oh,
Her new
Stop,
passive
my other
ability
no
is
sleep.
constantly caffeinated.
Brooklyn.
I'll pass it off to my other no sleep buddy, Crystal.
Hello, I'm Crystal. I play Moshi Sora. I also didn't fall asleep when Youngso played his fiddle. I did fall asleep when I fainted because the spider was super scary, though.
All I need
And
to
I'm
say
a bug
is,
person.
situations, only the ladies did not pass out. Men, gone. Both times.
And
I'm playing a
one
lady.
of the ladies. Yeah. Tarek's a lady.
I said that. Yeah, the ladies didn't pass out.
Um.
The first time.
Oh. Anyway. Yes. We're still trying to make our way through this tomb. I am trying to find something appropriate to capture a water kami in because there's that. I'm trying to use said water kami to heal a deathly ill clanmate and healing people good, killing people bad, unless they're bad people, and I really, really have to, because I don't like doing that.
These people need a killing.
Some
all
people
right.
need killing.
Thanks for that. Thanks for those short descriptions. Thank you for commenting in the comments. We will try and get to them into gameplay we will be always looking at the live chat here and giving y'all feedback on your feedback when we can, if it doesn't interrupt the game too much. But hey, these guys are in a cavern, looking for their friends, Noman and Kengo, or Kengo and Noman, however you put those two together. I went by status.
Let's just call them No-Go.
No go. Oh my goodness.
I mean, way better than
Or Kingo, no.
Kinmen.
No Mingo.
They're
All right, I like that one.
they are somewhere down in these catacombs.
In the darkest depths.
In the darkest depths of the catacombs.
Well, we have exhausted all other directions. So unless they are in some of those sarcophagi,
Highly doubt it.
There
Yeah,
is
they just
a
need a nap.
Sarcophagal.
just so you know, people watching at home, if this is your first time playing or first time observing, watching, yeah,
Listening?
That's what I'm doing here. You can see the map. This is the Game Master's map. This is my view. When I click on any one of the characters, you will see that they can only...
That was a mess.
Wow. That they can only see things from their certain point of view. So, yeah, they can't see the full map. They can only see what they can see, which is an interesting
As
dynamic.
is proper.
I'm also curious too. Like, do you also have Kengo's and Noman's like tokens on the map just moving around as we're moving around? I would laugh my butt off if we circled around and Kengo.
If
like,
that was happening,
in the same like.
if
What?
that was happening, I would give you subtle clues and hints. Like you'd see footprints in the dust or something. You know, I wouldn't just...
They're coming from the other direction, so unless we passed them somehow, we wouldn't see anything.
That's a good
we need to
point.
give them a no-go card so that, they stop moving around. Badum.
Anyways, there is a small broken out part of the back of this crypt, and it leads to a pit that goes straight down and I guess a tunnel going straight up. It seems like the same part of the same shaft.
So it's just a shaft going up and down.
It's a shaft going up and down. And I'm
Well, we got
curious,
climbing gear.
Yeah, I'm
I'll-
curious to see how you're going to work this shaft.
Yeah.
Really, Corey?
I mean, it's already
Thanks,
going
Corey.
straight
I
up
have
and down.
to go up and down on it a couple times trying to figure out where we're headed.
So I'm gonna test the
Where we end
depth
up.
by picking up a pebble from the ground and tossing it and listening to how far down the pebble hits the walls.
Yes, Doji Daisuke is calculating the DTF of the shaft.
By
Well, I
going
have to go
one
deep enough.
Rokugan, 2 Rokugan, 3 Rokugan, 4, until he hears blink.
Well, it might help if I move up.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
can't move my token.
Yeah, me neither.
We're
Oh, you
paused,
can't?
that's why.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let me unpause it. There we go.
I do it all the time.
Okay, so I'm kind
I'm
of
gonna scoot up with my
not too close to the
lantern
edge.
and see if I can see the bottom.
All right.
I feel like it's funny that y'all piled in before Chishiro Kuranagi, considering she can actually see in the dark.
I don't know if we told anybody.
I
You
haven't
never told
told
anybody.
You
anyone.
mentioned it to us?
Yeah,
I did.
also
I have
that.
told
Under
everybody
assumption that,
I've
you don't have
I've
the
made
best
it a point
sight.
to mention it twice.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Just because
Well-
y'all ain't paying attention doesn't mean I haven't dropped the hint.
The
Dropping a hint is
lantern.
not the same as.
I said I don't need a lantern. I should probably be the one in the lead, and everybody was like, "No, it's okay. We'll go ahead." I was like, "All right,
That
then
doesn't
never
mean
mind.
anything about I can supernaturally see in the dark.
I don't need a lantern
That
to
just means
see
you're
at."
overconfident.
Okay.
You're a little ninja freak.
Never-
I think people just don't want to take what I'm saying for its literal meaning.
Never doubt her wizard eyes. Her wizard eyes see
Exactly.
all.
My elven eyes.
Kuronagi has freaking glasses on. Everyone's like, yeah, sure you can.
Hey, once you've got the glasses on, your eyes are corrected to perfect.
Exactly. My eyes are hyper perfect.
Look, all Scorpion wear masks, right? Her mask, she has said,
Her mask
Tarek has
is
said,
glasses.
is glasses. They make you think that she is has vision problems when she does not.
I helped
Exactly.
Tarek come up with that.
Way to
I've
take
used it.
the credit for it.
I will.
Okay,
My idea.
anyway, now
I've
that I
used
have
this
a
before.
lantern out over the hole, anybody can see what's down there.
And no,
I mean, I still do the
No.
pebble test.
you can tell though that this tunnel is bored out pretty well and professionally. Like,
Somebody did this on purpose.
yes. But it's very, very deep. The lantern light only goes about 20, so it's further down than 20
At
feet.
least 2 floors down.
Yes.
So you didn't take my pebble test seriously, Corey.
Your pebble test? Oh,
Dropped
Yes,
a pebble.
I was
dropped
gonna
a
How long
tossing a
did it
pebble
take to
down there
go?
just to hear how
yes.
far it goes down.
Sorry, I missed that. I just heard the lantern. Okay. The pebble goes down. You drop the stone. There's plenty of debris that you can grab and you can throw on down there.
Mm-hmm.
And you listen. And bloosh.
Sploosh?
All right. It
Like
seems that we
water?
have water down at the bottom. How deep it is, though, well, wouldn't want to risk a fall from here.
Yes, I
So-
can't see anything. I can't see the bottom from my lantern light. So,
Well,
least
are there any access
20
points
feet?
going up?
Yeah,
Right
I was
up
just
there?
about to say,
You
just
look
in
up?
case we missed the writing on the wall again, are we supposed to go up? Is there like a hole up too?
You look up and you see that the further up you go, the more you see like bricks lining the walls.
it would make sense to go up since this is below the castle. And we
And-
can only assume that any prisons are in the castle.
I just hope to God that this does not lead into the latrines.
And
It's more likely a well.
almost about 20 feet up, you see that you see that there's some sort of top to this, but it's just at the very edge of the light, so you're not sure exactly what kind of top there is to the shaft, but there definitely is one.
Okay.
Everyone, do we have any climbing equipment? Or any rope?
Yes, they provided that along with the food balls.
Yes, we do have some climbing equipment. Um,
You should have 50
I'm pretty
feet
good
of
at
rope.
climbing.
All right. Well, if you're willing to check the access point up at the ceiling, could you please do that for us, Kuronagi?
You got to get out of the way. It's like a one. Like,
Yes. Let me.
There's not
let me
there's not a lot of
scooch
room
on
for
by.
people to get back
Yeah.
and forth through here.
scoot, scoot.
I mean, you can slide by each other, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
and then Kuronagi, you can move your.
Come on up. You can take all the spikes and the rope and whatnot.
All right,
I look
Kuronagi
up.
has supernatural, dark vision that goes until it goes as far as her vision goes. So you look up, and there is like some wooden planks up there that are covering whatever the top of this shaft is.
Yeah,
Oh.
whoever said it's probably a well, I was like, yeah, that's probably it.
And you look down, and at about 20 feet, the hole like the sides of the hole vanish, and it goes down another maybe 15 feet, 10, 15 feet, and there's water down there.
Is there a pail anywhere along that
No.
stretch? There doesn't seem to be a
Generally,
rope and
that
pail?
would be kept up.
Yeah, it would be kept up over the wherever it looks
Unless
like
it's abandoned. If it's abandoned, then it might be in the actual thing. But if it's used often enough, then yeah, it would still be at the top. But that gives me valuable information. Does the way up curve at all, or is it just straight forward?
It's just straight. It's a big straight shaft.
Okay.
A
I will.
very very deep well.
We have the climbing kit, and I also have little things to attach to my shoes that are made to assist people in climbing up stuff.
Awesome. Well, we gave you the 50 feet of rope and the hammers and spikes for climbing.
Okay, I'll start trying to make my way up. How dark is it up there?
There's no light. It's zero light.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I can
Cool.
scoot up and hold the lantern close to the hole. Not
No,
that that's
I don't
gonna
really
help
need light.
you.
Y'all will need light to get up here, but I don't think I will need light. The question I had was more of like, if something bad happens, is there enough shadow for me to disappear into and pop out somewhere else? That's my mental calculus right now. Okay, so I will start making my way up. You want me to do some fitness checks?
Yep, make a fitness check. What are you using to get up there? Any sort of tools or?
I'm definitely going to be using tools. Like I said, the little spikes that go on my shoes that help me to grip the
Right.
walls, and then I'll use the pythons and rope to try to tie rope off into a python, nail it on, and then start climbing from there up as far as I can
Okay.
get.
Do your tools give you any sort of benefit, or is it just?
Let me double check them. Give me 1 second.
Before I give you the TN, I want to know what all the.
We also have climbing gear. I don't, but I never.
Yeah,
wrote
don't
down
worry
the
about
Yeah.
that. I just want to know what your hand claws do. Your ninja
Your
gear.
foot claws.
Okay, give me 1 second.
She's wearing crampons?
I still have mine from my visit to Alaska.
Oh, did you buy a set? Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, oh my gosh, having actual crampons to walk on a glacier makes it so you can just like walk normally, and it's so awesome.
All right. So
Doesn't really look like there's any like bonus that I
okay.
get for it.
I'm gonna make it a TN2 to get up there.
Okay.
What should be the? Hold on. Let me see what the approach is here. You can use water. Yeah, water.
Okay, so just a water TN2
Yep.
check.
Yep.
Okay, I'll spend a void. And there's 3 successes and an opportunity. You have finesse, right? Or fitness, Ida Youngso?
I do have fitness.
He better.
Okay, I feel a little less terrified climbing up then. That's good. Very
Okay.
good.
You get to the top, and there, indeed, now that you're up there and you can see it more closely, it looks like there is indeed a wooden cap on top of this shaft.
Okay. Well, I feel like I have a pretty good base here to climb with, so I'm gonna try to lift the top.
It does not budge.
Oh no.
It's bolted.
It's wooden, right?
If it doesn't move up, can I try to slide it to the sides?
It does not slide.
Okay. Just wanted to double check so I didn't just give up without having tried everything I could think
You
of.
might just need to find something to secure the rope to up there so we can get down. Down may be the only option.
It's
It
50 feet of rope. I can
wood.
probably try to secure it to the top.
It feels like, because as you try and push it and pull it, you try different places naturally, and it feels like it's one side of it is looser than the other side, but that other side is like keeping it from actually moving. So you're like, oh,
Okay.
there's a little wiggle here. There's absolutely no wiggle here. And the wiggle, the pivot point, is where it's secured on that side.
I mean, it would
All right.
make sense to have a latch or something.
But the it won't it won't go up. When you push up on it, it doesn't move at all. It's solid.
Okay, well, that's not going anywhere. I will, at least not for me. It might for somebody who's way stronger than me. But if that's the case, then I will try to, like I said, secure the rope up high and then start making my way down. And I will kind of shout down. Well, I don't know about shout, but I will like speak loudly
Call
enough for them
down,
to hear
yeah.
me down below. Looks like it's not really capable of being opened from this side up here. So our best bet is probably to try to descend as best as possible. But the rope seems to be pretty secure up here. I'm gonna make my way down.
All right, that's good to know.
You come on down.
This may be a poor idea, but if we have to go up, there is something that beats wood.
What's that?
Fire.
And right as she's saying that, Young So's pointing at Moshi Sora.
I just,
That was my thought.
Is
I
it
just-
wood or
I just
stone?
stare. I just stare at the rope, and I'm like, I don't know. That's such a good idea.
Obviously, we would take the rope back down, not let it burn. But if you feel like up is the way we need to go,
I mean, are we looking to escape? Or are we looking to find Nomen?
you were speculating that the dungeons would be above us.
Indeed, but they were speculated to have gotten out through these same passages.
Let's try to see what's at the bottom first before we make any drastic changes. At least we
Okay,
have
I'll head to
something
the bottom.
stable.
Keep in mind that that ascending is much harder than descending.
Mm-hmm. It'll be
Yeah, well, it's secured to the top, so it should be able to do both for now.
for Tarek with his spiky bits all over his feet and such. He's gonna just need a TN1 to go down.
My bit.
While she's climbing, Naren is going to say, if you need us to pull you up, just tie the rope around your waist and we can pull you back up from here.
You know, I've never been scared of swimming before, but for some reason I am now. I will.
Do it just fine.
Oh, wait.
It's TN1.
I kept too many dice. I couldn't finish. Yeah, so I get down with as little effort as I can possibly do.
Okay. You go down 20 feet to where the shaft ends. And then there's another 15 feet to a pool at the bottom. This pool is amazingly large. It is like it may be 100 feet across. You see a stone fountain in it, and you also see like places where this pool is getting filled. And there are also places on the side of the pool where you can get to, and but this comes straight down into that pool.
Okay, I try to
But
swing
it's
myself.
totally built up here. This is totally man-made down here.
I'm gonna try to swing myself a little bit and see if I can't jump and then, like, shadow jump over to where the shore is, basically.
Okay. What's the can you
Otherwise, if
can you
it's
put that
easier to
ability
get to
in
the fountain and get across without having to like,
can you put that ability in the chat so I can review it and
Is it possible to reach it just by swimming? Because the rest of us can't teleport.
exactly.
oh yeah, probably.
I mean, I expect we can at least swim though. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm
doggy
asking.
paddle.
Like maybe Kuronagi should be testing if we can swim
Kuronagi
there or
has
not.
to report back to you unless you're all on the rope at the same time, which that
Yeah.
would make
No.
things way worse. Okay. Range 1 to 3. So that would be up to 6 from where you'd come out. So 1, 2. Nope, the shore is not. The fountain is.
further?
You can make it to the fountain, definitely. But
Okay.
the shore is out of reach.
Okay, then I
Unless
will
you get a
shout
lot
up.
of opportunity.
The good news is everything here is in pitch blackness.
Okay, I will shout up and go. It's gonna be a difficult task getting down here and out without having to swim. And also it is pitch black down here, so if you want to see, you're probably gonna need to send down a lantern. But I see a fountain. I see a couple of areas where the water is coming in to fill the pool down here, and then there's a shoreline in the distance, but it's pretty far out. If you're athletic enough, you'll probably be able to get to a point where you can get to the fountain and then swim away from it.
Yeah, it's about range 4, range 5 from where you are to get to
the fountain?
to get to any of the edges of this pool. The fountain is at range is at range 3 from you.
Okay. So the fountain's a lot closer.
Does
but
the
it's gonna
water
take
at
some
least
effort
look
to try to get
calm?
there. What?
Does the water at least look calm? Like it's not a rushing river or anything?
No, it looks like it's a man-made reservoir.
Okay. I mean, everybody
At least
here
from
knows
what I can
how to
tell
swim,
here.
right?
I've been taught, though
Swimming without
I usually
ruining
prefer
the
not getting wet.
lanterns will be interesting.
You could always hang the lantern from the bottom of the rope.
Then we would have to leave them there.
We're gonna have to leave the rope anyway.
But it's the lanterns we want to take with.
Yes, the rest of us can't see in pitch black.
Oh yeah, that must be a hindrance for you.
Yes, it's a bit inconvenient.
I can only imagine.
I know.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna head down. Is there anything you want me to do before I jump?
I can't think
Situate
of
yourself
anything.
on the other side. Be ready to give us instructions as to where we're going.
I'm gonna have to shout really loud.
Then you shout.
Once I get down, I'm gonna try to look around for things.
Okay, how are you getting down?
I'm gonna try to make it to the fountain, and then I'm gonna,
So you're gonna shadow jump to the fountain?
yeah.
Okay, make your roll. Oh, that's a good roll.
Yeah.
Yep, you definitely make it. You are now standing on a small fountain. It's about the same size as you, but yeah, you're on it. You're fine. It looks like there's like a pool of water, and there's a rock rim, and that's what you're standing on. And then there's a piece that comes up, and some water comes out of a big spout. And then there's a big fish on the top of it with its big mouth open on the top.
Is it spewing water out?
No, no, but you look in there, there's water in there.
Water in the fish's mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe that's what it used to do.
Not enough pressure, eh? Okay.
Well,
I
there's
am going.
you didn't. Let me tell you the description. There's a big, there's a rocky rim that's you're standing on, and then a piece that comes up straight up stone, and then there's a spout that comes out of it, and water is coming out of that spout, and then on top of that is a fish, and its mouth is pointed straight up, and there's water in it.
Oh, okay. So it's like capturing water from that falls in through the top.
Maybe you don't know. You don't know how the water got in there, but there's water in that.
I want to look at the water.
Okay, it looks like water.
Give it a sniff.
It gives off no odor.
It
doesn't give
smells
off
like
any odor?
water.
Yeah, it does not give off any odor.
The standing water tends to give off a bad odor. So it's fresh
What
water.
if you just sniffed that water commie's cousin upstairs? I want you to think about that.
Smells good. Impressive.
Maybe
Good
you
job,
should
water commie.
swirl
Okay,
your
I'm gonna-
fingers in and see if it
I'm gonna
reacts.
take my my pack and I'm gonna try to swim across without getting my pack terribly wet.
Okay. Before you do that, what is everybody else doing up on the? You know that the line has gotten loose. The line went when Kurnagi left the line.
Wiggle.
So you know that she's no longer there because you can grab the line and pull it, and there's nothing at the end. So either she fell in the water, or she's fine, or she disappeared into the ether, as you do in
And she's
these
dead.
games.
I mean, if all that happened is she fell in the water, I'm not worried. She said it's calm down there. So, since I have the lantern, maybe I should go first and try to affix the lantern to the rope at a point where maybe it would help everybody else when they come down.
And the last person can grab it on the way out.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a
Since I'm the smallest, I'll be last.
Make a TN2 fitness water check to get down this rope. Or get down the shaft. Because things will change when you get to the end of the shaft.
TN2. Everything changes at the end of the shaft. There we go. 2.
All right, you get down to the end of the shaft. And now, from here, it's 15 feet to the water.
15 feet to the water.
Straight down.
Your rope ends in 10 feet, so you're going to have to fall the last 5 feet. But that said, it's going to be a lot harder to climb directly down the rope. It lifts from a TN2 to a TN4 to get down the rest and dangle here.
Okay, so we have a shaft for 20 feet, and then it opens out and there's no wall. That's the reasoning?
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
ceiling, but yeah, the walls go out. And there's just like a hole in the ceiling.
Okay.
And there's one more problem to consider. If you have gear and you drop directly into the water, all your gear is gonna get wet. If that matters. I don't know
Yeah,
if
but
that
that's
matters.
not like super terrible.
I just figured because like I have a bunch of like paper and things like and that might get damaged and cause problems. So yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
I want to be wet. I don't want to get that wet.
my brand new scroll is in my scroll satchel, so that shouldn't at least be immediately terrible.
That scroll comes in its own like scroll casing too.
Ooh, nice.
Like it's got its own ornate thing
Yeah, that's
that
not a surprise.
it's kept in.
But yeah, I don't really have anything I'm super worried about getting destroyed just from getting wet. I'm gonna, number one, see if I can find a good way to get the lantern affixed to the rope.
Okay. You're gonna have to. Well, that's gonna be hard. You're gonna have to like lean back.
Yeah,
and
depending
pull up
on
the
how
rope.
everything is working, it could be a problem.
The easier thing to do is to get out one of those little pittons that come in the kit and jam that into the wall and then hang the lantern off that. At the
Okay.
end of this shaft. Okay. Do you climb down the rest of the rope, or you just let go, or?
I'm gonna slide down as far as I can. And how far out is the fountain? You said like 15 feet?
It's range 3 from where you're falling from.
So, like 15 feet?
5, 10, 15, 20, 20 to 25-ish, somewhere around there. I really,
All right, I'm just gonna try to swing out to there if I can. If not, no big deal. I mean,
So
whatever,
how are
I
you,
can
I don't
swim.
understand swinging out. You got your feet up against the wall. You're holding the rope. Are you gonna try and climb down the rope and then swing out?
yeah.
Okay.
How else would I do that?
To come down the rope proper, you're gonna need a fitness check at TN4. Unless, do you have survival?
No.
You don't have any ranks in survival? No? Okay, yeah, then TN4.
That seems really high because sliding down a rope is super easy.
You don't mind burning your hands.
Yep.
I
If
mean,
you
she
had
specializes in fire.
If you had
so-
any survival, you can figure out how to wrap a rope around you so you can slide down easier. But since you don't, you're just like, I guess I'm doing this. Or if you were like an aerialist gymnast and that was in your background, you like... Those people know how to wrap them silks around themselves to do all sorts of stunts.
I guess I was a fool in school for cutting gym.
Listen, next character. You kill Naurin, you're getting a gymnast.
In the gymnast.
I just imagine your next character, as being like that girl from Avatar, who was like
Ty
hopping
Lee.
around. Ty Lee, yeah, Ty
Pretty
Lee.
much. Yeah.
All right,
That's what I was
failure.
thinking of.
All right, you
I go splash.
try and slide down just how you describe, and the rope gets out of your hands, and you try and hold it, it burns you. You relax your grip, and the rope just kind of floats away from you, and you sploosh into the water.
Oh no, I'm wet before I expected to be wet.
Everybody hears a splash, and the rope doesn't have whoever's holding the rope steady, yeah, it's nothing left on the rope.
Definitely me.
I'm down.
Corey, would I feel like I need to ask this for those of us who are in Ashigar for like armor, like me and Youngso, is that going to be an issue for us? Like swimming and getting down? Do we need to take that off?
So the weight is going to be an issue either way because, like,
Either it's on you or you're carrying it.
yeah. So, let me check what the penalty is for wearing armor here.
Is
Because there
there
are
I'm wearing
penalties to
concealed
some
armor,
fitness
to be
checks
honest. So
or some versions of armor.
Well, we're not wearing the type of armor that gives you penalties on movement. At least I'm not.
oh, he is.
Oh,
If
but
he's wearing
Youngso
lacquered armor is cumbersome.
Yeah, mine isn't. My Ashigar armor is not cumbersome.
Cumbersome.
Cumbersome basically says you can't move and attack in the same action.
While wearing cumbersome armor, the TN of your checks to maneuver in your environment, such as a movement action, are increased by 1. So yes, to move down while wearing your armor is going to increase your checks by 1.
Or swim, I imagine, too.
Or
Swimming
swim.
would probably.
Yep, so you're going to have to take off your armor if you're wearing cumbersome armor.
Right.
Narn, help me take it off again.
No.
30 minutes later.
All right, well, they're doing that. I guess Daisuke can go.
Well,
is
all right.
there like a
I did
lower
want to do
level
one
for me
thing
to
real
see?
quick soon after we
I'll
heard
get
the
you in a
splash and the I'm okay from Sora. And that is, how deep's the water?
I don't know. I'm treading
Pretty
water.
You are treading
I
water.
assume. I didn't fall in.
But you can hold your breath for a second and touch the ground. It's not much deeper than like 6 or 7 feet.
It's not much deeper than my height.
Actually, yeah, Moshi Sora might just stand
It was
up
like,
and
I
have her
almost broke
eyes
my
above the
legs.
water.
Is on her tiptoes and nose up going, yep, I'm fine. Whereas Young So's going, glub, 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 glub.
While
blurb.
Daisuke is making his check to get down its TN2 fitness water, both of you down there can make a water survival check, please. At TN for Kuronagi TN1, for Moshisora it's going to be a TN3.
For what? Check?
Survival water.
Oh, survival, okay.
Or you could use void.
Is this to do with our position?
I'm gonna tell you after you make the roll. Water or void. The TN's gonna change depending on which one you use.
I'll use void. What's
Oh,
the TN?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, void sounds good to me.
Okay, both
If
of
it's
your
a
TNs
choice.
change to a TN2. Moshisora's goes down 1, but Kuronagi's goes up 1. Because water is based on sight, and void is based
true.
on feeling.
Can I get any bonuses from hearing really well?
Yes! Yes, you have keen hearing or that kind
I
of
do.
stuff. You can re-roll 2 dice. You can use your advantage. 100%. Yes.
Excellent. Reroll that one. God damn it! It rolled the exact same thing.
I pass.
I did not.
Oh, sad face.
My hearing failed me.
Your ears have water in them.
Yeah. I didn't even get in the water, and somehow they got water in them. All the sweat beads.
The humidity.
Yeah.
So Daisuke is not gonna make a move until he hears that there's an all clear. He's like, everything all right down there?
Are these ominous or just
Just jump.
Um. She told you I'm in the water. How are they giving you an all clear? They can't see.
All right.
Or at least she
All right.
can't.
Well, Daisuke will start making his way
Yeah.
down. Oh,
They're
really?
doing that while you're doing this.
Ah.
It's at the same time. Otherwise, you're going to be waiting a
gotta be-
long time.
All right. There's gotta be a way for me to failure. Okay. All right. Let's see if I could probably use my anxiety to my benefit. Let's see. So the following applies to a character with the failure anxiety. You are constantly worried about failing those whom you've made a commitment to, such as family, friends, allies, or mentor. Or after performing a check that shirks your obligations or works against keeping a promise you made.
What are you doing?
Doesn't work out.
No, you don't got any advantages for climbing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's good at fitness, but my rings, they failed me.
Tarek, Kuronagi is going to swim towards shore.
Yep.
Make a...
I'll be right back. I have a cat calling me.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Hey, what you need? What you need?
Make a fitness check.
Make a earth fitness check.
Oh, I know.
TN3.
You're very talkative today. Hey, Kirby.
Well, I'm going to say out loud. I get the feeling that there's something in the water with us, something that is not good.
I
Actually-
wish you wouldn't have said that right then and there.
It's going to be
Kuronagi doesn't
TN4
even
because
strike.
you're trying to hold your pack above the water.
Okay. Reroll that. Because I am afraid of dying. And I have I have 2 successes.
But you
or
get
2
a-
opportunities.
But you
sorry.
get a void for failing the roll because you're afraid of dying.
That's true. Yay.
Remember when you use your disadvantage and it fails.
I
Um,
splish splash in the water like, oh god, oh what? What
You
did you
start
say?
feeling
Why would you say
things-
that right now?
You start
Why would
feeling-
you choose now?
You start feeling things attacking you as you're swimming towards shore, and you're like, ah! And you're trying to wiggle away, and something, I think you said, ow, did something bite me? I don't know. Take 4
I don't know if I
points.
stepped on something or something bit me.
Take
I
4
think I'm
points.
dying.
Take 4 points of fatigue
Ooh.
You see a
Okay.
yellow
as you
kitty
get to the
tail.
shore. In fact,
Oh god.
let me hold on. We're gonna activate this, and I'm gonna bring out.
Oh, a cistern.
Yeah, this is the cistern, not a tiny little
Huh.
thing of water this big. It's not what a cistern is. A cistern is a large body of water underground.
I don't see anything.
Not
You
necessarily
will.
underground.
Hold on.
Okay.
Do you see anything now?
Nope.
No. Let me put vision.
Yeah, let me give you vision. Vision, advanced options.
Tarek gets the gift of vision.
While the rest of us blindly fail about.
How did we do this on your token?
So,
it's not under lights, it's under
since
vision.
Daisuke failed his roll, I assume he slips, and as soon as he hears Moshisora says, or one of them say that there's something in the water, he yells, "There's what?" before he splashes down into the water.
All right, that should have worked, right? Vision, dark vision, update token. That didn't work. Vision range in darkness. Let's just give you 120. There we go. I had to
Oh, there you
put in
go.
a
Now I
number.
can see.
Had to put in a number.
So where am I? Oh, I'm on. Okay, so I was on this before, and now you just keep putting more and more of yourself out on the map. So
How does this?
You got like 2 of yourselves that I
I'm
can
not.
see.
I'm putting Sora out on the map.
But I see Youngso 3 times on the map.
This is weird.
I don't see anything.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming I swam to one of the shores like over here.
Every time I put out Sora, it changes to Youngso. I don't know why. This is so weird. Appearance.
That's funny right there.
Where is Sora? Daisuke, Youngso, Sora. Select file. There we go. Update token. Okay. Where is Koronagi?
Right here.
Right where?
I was on the thing. I don't know which direction I swam to.
Where are you?
I'm on the fountain.
You're I don't
I think.
Oh, wait. Hold on. There you are. Yeah, you're on the fountain. Yeah, you can swim to any shore you can see.
Okay, I figure I swim over here because it's like a straight line away.
Sounds good to me.
I don't have any vision around me.
Yep, you don't know where you are. I gotta put in a light source right here because you have a lantern.
Yes.
So how do I put in a
hanging
light
above
source? Transition to daylight, transition to darkness, draw light source. There we go. That'll work. That's what the lantern affords you guys.
Naurin came down with us? I thought she was still up top.
I'm not.
And Youngso. Uh-oh.
So I'm just okay. These guys have not come down yet. Just saying. I'm just putting them on the board. We'll get these guys over here off into a place where no one can see them. Okay. There you go. Youngso, you are over Moshisora. You are at the rim of where the ceiling comes down, and now there's just rope going straight down. Sora, what are you doing now that you know that there's stuff in there and you see Kuronagi swimming like crazy?
I'm
Like a
gonna
bat on a
follow
hill.
Kuronagi.
All right, TN4 fitness earth check to get to the same shore.
I mean, since we're so close by, could I assist?
No, you're 15
with
feet up.
What?
Huh?
You're 15 feet in
Okay,
the...
I thought I failed my roll. I thought I failed my roll.
Oh, did you fail your roll? Hold on.
Yeah.
Where are you? No, 2 successes gets you down to the ceiling.
Oh, okay.
So now you're there holding on to the rope, your feet planted against the wall, and there's nothing below you 15 feet down to the water.
Okay. So Moshisora said that there's something in the water.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so, Youngso, now, I don't think it would be a good idea to go down there. They just said that there's something in the water.
Is that your final roll?
Do I get anything better for keeping successes that won't quite get me there?
Yes.
Okay, then.
There's
by the way,
there's a shortfall
the TN
penalty.
The TN
Okay.
was 3 originally, and it was 4 because I was carrying my stuff over my head.
Yeah, but she has to
isn't.
swim farther.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Well, I can keep 3. I'm not sure what I did to screw up these button presses, but
Take.
I,
Okay.
I can take 3 successes and a strife.
Hold on. You're
If
just
you
gonna-
can see what's on my screen here.
all you have to do is these things that you took that you don't want go to discard. Boom. Now you can take that. See? Aha.
Okay.
There you go. There you are. Okay, you'll take 1 point of fatigue as you are able to outswim whatever is in there and withstand all of the stuff that's like, you feel the things that are swimming all over you. Next to you, they look like they want to attack you, take a bite out of you.
They're like the world's meanest goldfish.
And we're going to move
It felt like eels, like
Straight
evil
over to the-
eels.
to the shoreline. But now you're in complete darkness.
The
Daisuke,
eels assaulted me.
what are you doing up there?
Debating on climbing back up since I hear them like kind of struggling. It's like,
Yeah.
well,
It's okay for the 2 women to climb down, jump into the water, completely unaware that they're in complete danger, swim to safety. But for Daisuke, he'll live another day by going the long way around.
No, pull me up.
Please help me.
All right, you
He
climbing
would
back
call
up?
You now.
Tom Cruise, save me. Save me, Tom Cruise.
You climbing back up?
well, just to inform the others if they didn't hear me over the edge.
They're busy taking Youngso's armor off.
They are swimming. And they're busy doing stuff up there.
Which I will drop if you beg for help. But so far, I'm not hearing anything. No, we just kidding.
Well, I'm not
far.
struggling right now, but I'll see if I could climb back up and let them know.
Okay,
And there's some things in the water, but
TN3,
once I climb
TN3.
back up, so I'll climb back up and inform them there's something in
Fitness-
the water.
Oh,
fitness
this is gonna
water,
go famously.
TN3.
Fitness water TN3.
That's right.
All right, yay!
This is gonna go swimmingly well.
It
I already
is.
feel it.
He's
It's gonna
fine.
All right.
Daisuke is very fit. Remember he outran all of you in a fat suit?
Yeah.
He knows how to do this stuff. He's very good at it. Daisuke gets back up to the top, no problem.
I'm
Well,
reasonably
The other two
fit.
just informed me that there's something in the cistern,
Yes, we heard
and
you.
it's attacking them.
Why did you come up here instead of helping them?
Well, I thought
Do you
would
want to help
know
Youngso
that.
with his armor?
What Naren says, still undoing Youngso's straps.
You know what? I'm not gonna hear the end of it from you. Fine, I'll go back down there to help them. We're a team, after all.
By the time he gets
As he-
down
as
there,
he
both of
just,
us are on the other side drinking Mai Tais.
he just begrudgingly climbs back down the rope, and if I need to do another fitness check, I will, and gets to the
You
bottom.
will
I'll
T
tell
in
you-
one.
I'll tell you what. You don't have to make a fitness check if you just take a point of fatigue from going up and down. You've done this before, so
All right,
we'll
yeah,
say
I'll
you
take
can
a
do
point of
it,
fatigue.
but you can take a point of fatigue
You're
and not
getting a
roll.
little tired.
Or you can roll and not take a point of fatigue. It's up to you.
Okay, so I will see how the roll
only a T and a
goes.
one, right?
And if the roll is
No.
not favorable-
This is you either take the fatigue or you roll. If the roll goes poorly, the roll goes poorly.
Okay.
That's how this works. That's how this works.
All
Oh my
right.
goodness.
Fine.
That roll went poorly.
Yeah. Yep.
Uh-oh.
He's
I'll
got
use
it.
those opportunities though, and I will see what I can do with them.
You can get rid of
Let's
some
see,
fatigue. You can get rid of some strife.
Yeah, I'll do that. I will get rid of some strife because I do not want to
You
strife.
love climbing. Climbing is fun.
Yes. I was a fool in school for cutting gym. No one? No one got the reference.
Okay.
No.
Ah,
You come on
you
down,
got the
and
strength
you are
of
at
the
the
coursing river.
you are at the ceiling again.
Well, I drop down.
All right, you let go.
And I make my way over to where I hear Moshi Sora and Kuronagi.
If you have anything that's
struggling.
ruined by water, it is now ruined, including paper, ink. So your calligraphy set needs to be totally replaced.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You know,
Any papers that you were carrying also are going to be ruined.
I wouldn't be
I don't have
worried
anything that
about
really
a
important.
calligraphy set actually, because
Really?
the
You didn't
ink
have
in that
any
is going to be like a
poetry
block.
written
Oh,
from
yeah,
your
you're right.
master?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay. So maybe my gift to
It would end up bleeding, but it
to
wouldn't be
them was
gone.
actually no. I probably would have left it with like
servant?
with those other people. I just took the bare necessities for surviving spelunking.
Yeah,
so I
he
didn't take my
already
calligraphy
mentioned
set with
that.
me. Or like going dungeon diving. So I left my set with those people.
He has a
I just
servant.
took my weapons.
He did specifically mention that he didn't bring his tea set with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'll allow it because you already did that and you have a servant. Anybody else who wants to say, "Oh, I don't have that with me," you can do that if you spend a void. A void point can retroactively say you do or do not have something that you wanted in your pack.
I have already said I have all my stuff with me on my person because God only knows if we were ever going to go back to that place.
Would you like to swim
Same.
to shore?
Yes, I would like to swim to shore, please.
Which way are you going? And, which way are you going?
Well, wherever Moshi Sora and Kuronagi are making noise. Like, I know it's gonna lead me straight to whatever's attacking them, but I mean, better
We're
to
over
keep
in
the
this
group.
direction. You're hearing noises in this direction.
But yeah, let's take a second because you went up there, you had a conversation, you came back down, and you split. What are you two doing on the shoreline right now?
I am investigating. I am walking around quietly in the dark, trying
All
to
right.
figure out what is around me.
There's like a pail, there's a ladder, there's some rubble that comes out into a cave. It looks like somebody is.
The ladder, is it go somewhere or is it just on the floor?
It's just laying there on the floor. It looks like it could be used to go into the cistern. Like it seems to be as big as the cistern is deep.
What?
And then I see a door down here.
There's a door down there. Yep.
I will walk up to Moshi Sora and then like take her by the hand and go, "Come this way."
Okay. You know I can't see in the dark like you do, right?
Yeah, that's why you have me. Just come over here and we can wait until the others get here. It's safe and open and we don't have to get near the water.
Okay. Dice K, they are whispering. So you really don't hear anything unless you want to like really try over the sound of yourself treading water. So it's gonna be hard to do.
Well, I call out to them, "Ladies, where are you?"
Assuming we hear him.
Yeah, you can hear him.
This way, Daisuke-san!
So
We're on the shore. Watch out. There are things that are very bitey in the water.
I assumed that was the case.
They will eat you.
I'll just make it to show faster then.
All right. You have a TN5 for two reasons. One, you sat, you listened, you called out, you had a conversation. And two, there's this fountain in your way right in the direction you're going to go. So you have to swim around that as well. So, Fitness Earth TN5.
Joy.
Oh, and it's a little longer going the direction you're going to go.
Toot toot. You know what?
It shouldn't
hold
be
on, let me
too
see.
hard to at least
let me see if
figure
I
out
could also
which
call upon my rivalry with
direction it's in,
Naurin as
though.
well. Does she have any ranks in fitness?
Yes, I do. but I don't think that's how that works.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have to re-roll a die or two.
Yeah, you reroll dice out of spite and
Mm-hmm.
take.
And take strife. All right. Well, well, only 3 successes, but
That's fine.
does that affect like how Daisuke is, well, bumbling about?
You take 2 points of fatigue as you fend off the creatures,
Whatever's in the water.
whatever's in the water. You take 2 points of fatigue fending them off. And you're
It's just a
you
man
get
who
up,
can hold his breath with chopsticks under the
You-
water. Like,
you pick yourself out of the water, right? Oh, is that a bruise? Did that thing bite me? I don't know. And there's something on the ground that you kick instantly. It moves. It's made of wood.
It clatters.
It
I
kind of
go,
clatters.
Dicey, you just kicked the ladder.
Oh.
Or is it a
I wasn't even
bucket?
aware that was going to be there. I don't have quite sharp eyes in the dark.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, maybe you should work on that.
You might
Moving,
have to teach me sometime, Kuronagi.
Oh. Well, I don't know if I'm a very good teacher.
moving
I
back
kinda
up.
just say
it's
do it.
something that can be taught.
Moving back
I'm
up.
just going to assume it's a natural ability.
I
Back
took a lot
up
of practice.
to.
Oh, so it is
I mean,
teachable.
I wear glasses, so it's not easy.
Hmm.
Moving on.
Going back up to the 2 on the top floor. Who's going next? You've gotten all the armor off. You've put it in the pack. Yeah. It's not giving you a penalty anymore, but it's still kind of like, it's a little weighty.
Heavy. Yeah.
But yeah, you can come on down.
I'll take a calming
Naren-
breath while waiting for them.
Naren, while
Stop
while,
right
like,
there.
Yasuo-
No calming breath. They're doing this while you guys are out there swimming and talking and doing all sorts of stuff. This is happening simultaneously. Please stop interrupting. Thank you.
All right.
Sasha.
while Youngso is like busy taking off his stuff and strapping it to his pack, Naren takes a moment to pull off her helmet, take something out of her armor, and stuff it in her helmet, and then put it back on.
Okay.
Because her head is going to be the furthest from the water, and that is the safest that translation note is going to be, as if I haven't memorized it with every fiber of my being already. But, just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, then she'll make sure that Youngso's gear is situated and everything. And once he looks like he's ready, she'll go first because he wanted to go last.
All right. Water, fitness,
I figure
TN2.
being lightweight, I have a better chance of retrieving the lantern before dropping in the water.
Fair enough. Fitness, water. What's the TN?
TN2.
Whoever gets the lanterns better not get them wet.
Yeah, it's Youngso's responsibility.
There were 2 lanterns. Moshi Sora had one of them.
That is
And
now
Youngso had the other
attached
one,
to the
didn't he?
rope.
Is now
It
attached.
got handed off to somebody else because I haven't had a light source for 2 sessions.
Hold
I
on.
had Moshisora's temporarily and not anymore.
Hold on. Let me check to see who had the lantern.
I thought Youngso still had it.
I thought Youngso did too.
I haven't had a light source for 2 sessions.
Nope, it's not Daisuke. I think they gave it back to you.
Yeah,
Nope.
you have it.
It's not Youngso. Wait,
Yeah, I don't have it.
it is Youngso. Youngso fell asleep with the lantern in his hand,
Mm-hmm.
and it went out.
Ah.
So you have one, it's just not on.
Yeah, we just decided not to relight it because we wanted to conserve fuel.
And since Sora had left, that plunged you into darkness, which means when Sora left, you had to restart your lantern.
Okay.
Fair.
So your lantern is now on.
It
But
should have been
Right
right
before
at
I
the
start
edge of
climbing
where
down,
they could
I'm
see
going
it.
to put it back out, wrap it carefully to try and keep water from getting to it and soaking the wick,
Okay.
and having that in the upper part of where I'm storing my stuff.
All right. Sure. Naren, TN2, fitness water. If you have any advantages for climbing or like Daredevil
Does
might
the
work.
rope think I'm sexy?
Nah,
Of course
sorry.
it does. Everything
No?
thinks you're sexy.
All right. Then I think we're good.
I mean, you are traveling down a shaft, but it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So does everybody else? Does Youngso with a view of my butt think I'm sexy? And does that give me a
No,
morale?
Youngso doesn't see your butt. Youngso sees the top of your head.
Still. Okay, you make it down to the end of the
The-
shaft. It opens
the
up
worms in the water
15
see your
feet
butt.
to the water below you.
Okay. Sorry. Say that one more time.
You are at the top or the end of the shaft, which is the top of the ceiling, the top of the room, the ceiling.
Right.
The rope
cavern.
dangles about 10 feet down, and the water is 15 feet below you. It's going to be, to continue down the rope, it's going to be a TN4, unless you have any survival. Do you have any survival skill?
Negative.
Okay.
I only have skullduggery, unless if I could argue that for shimmying down a rope.
Fitness.
No.
No, that's just the fitness. That's the fitness, anyways.
Fitness or survival. Rope work is survival. TN4 water fitness check to get the rest of the way down.
I don't think this is gonna happen. We got 2 successes.
2 successes. You slide down the rope.
Hold on. I'm not gonna keep yet because I'm trying to decide if I want to re-roll one of these, and take a strafe. I doubt it's gonna get me to 4, but,
You can't
Would it
re-roll if
keep-
you already exploded. You can't re-roll.
okay. Never mind. Then never mind. I was not aware that.
Order of operations is roll, re-rolls, exploding, keeping dice.
Okay.
Though, I could see saying that she could re-roll on things that had exploded, but not the previous things.
No, I told you how it works, Crystal.
I know how it works in game, but like if you wanted house rules,
I guess if
I
you
could
want house rules.
understand you saying, sure, you can re-roll the things that already exploded, but not the old stuff.
I mean, you can complicate this game up even more than it already is.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you fall into the water, and it's 15 feet, so yeah, you basically cannonball into that stuff.
Sploosh.
I basically what?
Cannonball into that stuff. Like you fall butt first, and sploosh, and you come back up out of the water.
All right.
What do you want to use that opportunity for?
Looking good.
I'm just going to drop one of the strife that I got from making that check. That's it.
Okay.
I'm going to remove. That's what it said,
It
right?
would have been great if you
Remove
used it
2 strife for myself. That's what I'm going to do.
used to strike a pose midair as you're falling.
Yeah, that'd be fire. This is water.
Okay. Are you gonna swim to shore, or what are you doing
Um,
now? What's your next move?
Yeah. Is Daisuke still, like, by the time I'm going down here, still swimming his way over, like, one way or what? Or is he already gone?
Let me roll a die here. A 2, he is still in the water. And that's a 2. So yeah, you hear where he is. You hear some swimming.
Okay.
And you know the direction
Splash,
it's going.
splash.
Naren's going to ask, call over to Daisuke and say, is that the only way forward?
Daisuke, you don't really hear anything because there's a lot of splashing going on as you're swimming.
Okay. Never mind.
And then you get up out of the stuff, and then you hit your foot on the ladder, and then you have that stupid conversation. Naren, what are you doing?
Okay. Which way are they going for, like,
This
hearing
direction.
the splishy splashy? Is it this way?
This direction.
This way? Okay, because I see a path this way.
Do you want to go that
Is that
way?
there? Yeah, I
You
will.
look, you see over there, that's water pouring out of this little tunnel. There's water pouring out of it. That's a
pouring
waterfall.
out. Okay. Then, you know what? I will just start swimming that way, then.
You're going to swim that direction? All right, make an earth check. TN5. Earth fitness. Shortfall. This matters for shortfall, so the more of a shortfall you have, the more
Take
severe
as
the
many
penalty.
successes as you can.
Was everyone else making earth checks too, and I just
Yeah.
missed it?
Everybody was making a
Everybody
check for the
was.
swimming.
I thought I heard people doing like void and water for the swimming.
No, not for swimming.
Uh,
For hearing.
I did
For
void
hearing and
to
seeing.
avoid whatever is trying to nibble
Ah.
our toes.
The nibblers. Okay, fitness, earth.
I just
Yeah,
had
what was getting mouthy was
my
what
head.
we were checking against.
So just to clarify, Crystal, you were using void to sense that there was something in the water.
Yes.
You used earth to swim to the shore.
Actually, I don't think you told me a specific ring to use.
I did, and if you did not use earth, yep, here it is, fitness earth. 22 minutes ago, you made 3 successes.
Okay. I put that into reroll. I'm gonna take a strife. Not good enough. Got a really bad roll there.
Okay, you will take 4 strife, or I'm sorry, not strife, but 4 fatigue, as there are all sorts of swimmy, wiggly things knocking into you, biting at you, and all sorts of stupid stuff happening to you before you get to the water and you pull yourself up and out of it. And you're somewhere, and you hear voices coming right around here.
I don't know what the hell those things were, but they were really bitey.
Best I could assume is probably
I-
eels
Corey,
or
I have a
some
little,
sort of fish.
I have a little argument on what I want to spend my opportunity on. Tell me if you'll allow it. It's under conflict and martial skill use technically for Earth, but it says during a movement action, ignore a terrain quality. Could
Mhm.
I say that that helps me not be as like struggle so much in the water swimming there? Feel free to say no.
'Cause
I just had a
it
thought.
sounds like maybe it's dangerous terrain. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like to me. So that's what I'm
Something like
wondering if I could use that to take less fatigue.
Yeah, I'll let you take one. No, because it's not. It's actually creatures coming at you.
Okay, I didn't
And-
know if it was creatures or what.
Like, this terrain would be, like, it would technically be... I don't know what watery terrain
Would it be
is.
obscuring terrain? Would it be an easier roll either way if I
Yeah,
ignored the
I'll say
obscuring?
you can get rid of the obscuring quality and see through the water. And I will tell you exactly what you saw before the lights, before you got out of the light.
I'll take that.
I can do that.
I wonder if they were like unagi.
Mmm. I love unagi. It's so tasty.
All right, James.
On the climbing down the rope, my small stature means that I'm also lighter. Could I use that as to get 2 rerolls while climbing? I would agree it wouldn't work for the swimming part because size don't matter on swimming.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Sure, let's do it.
All right, so fitness water for climbing. And it was TN what for that again, 2, right? Thank you. Uh-huh.
Time to reroll.
All right, a little bit stressful, but I'm successful at that.
All right. You get to the bottom of the shaft where the ceiling is, and there's lanterns hanging there. And there's 15 feet down to the water. The rope ends at 10 feet.
Okay. Collect the lantern, hold it in my mouth.
Okay. Okay. You're gonna make a water check, TN4, to get all the way down the rope past the ceiling because it's just rope there. Unless you have survival. Do you have any points in survival?
I do.
TN3 because you figure out a way to like wrap the rope around you to make the rope support you better. Rather than just like coming down it, you kind of pull it around your leg and make a little like step that you can slack down. So it's going to be TN3.
TN3 fitness. All right. Fitness water. TN3.
And you can still re-roll 2 dice. The question is, do you want to re-roll 1 die or 2 dice?
I'm going to roll 2 because better chance of getting an exploder and reaching the 3.
Sure.
And no.
Nope.
So I'll just keep the 1 opportunity unless you tell me that the 1 success changes a little bit.
Okay, what do you want to spend that opportunity on?
Reducing strife.
Okay. You fall into the water. Sploosh! Your lantern goes out. It's waterlogged. The other one may or may not be waterlogged. What are you doing now? Hold on. Let me
Well,
get you into the water here.
I should still be able to hear what direction Naurin is swimming in.
Yeah.
So I'll head in that direction.
You
Okay.
hear Naurin muttering, "It had eels, eels, eels."
TN5 Earth fitness check.
Well, thankfully it's Earth, because that's a little easier or to get to there. Here's hoping I get at least 2 exploders in a regular. Well, keep that one, keep that one, and keep that one, and maybe I get better. Ooh, it looks like I might be our first full success.
be.
Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, well, we'll
So
keep that
you
opportunity
just take
anyway.
a little bit.
All right, you take
We'll
one.
use that opportunity to reduce 1 of the strife that I'm taking from this.
You take 1 point of fatigue.
All right.
And you make it to shore.
And
Oh, yeah, the light went out. Let me
try to get the one I wrapped up undone and see if the wick is still able to be lit.
Okay. Unfortunately, no one spent any of those opportunities falling into the water to protect the thing that they were trying to protect. Everybody's like,
I
"Oh,
did. I
destroy-"
spent all 3 of mine doing that.
I know you did. But everybody else was like, so I'm going to give a 50-50 chance that it's ruined or not. Out of 2, it's ruined. Yep,
Oh, well, there you go.
it's a waterlogged lantern.
And the other one is definitely waterlogged since it was in my teeth.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Hey, Moshisora, could you get us some heat here? Maybe we could, I don't know, use heat to separate the water and oil? And then relight one of the lanterns?
I mean, I know a trick. You just summon the water colony off the wick.
Unfortunately, I know
mean-
nothing of how to ask favors of the kami.
Unfortunately,
Sounds like you
Tarek.
two have much to learn, my student.
Unfortunately, Tarek, that's not how that works anymore.
I know, but I
Under-
can
What?
bullshit him. The only person who can call me on it is Sora. And Sora's probably gonna burn it anyway, so
I do know how to light things on fire.
Naren,
that's your specialty.
Sasha, I'm giving Naren a 50-50 chance that her little piece of paper survived. So, D2, on a 2, it's very damaged. Nope, your paper's all right.
Neat.
There's a little bit of water on it, but it's in places where it doesn't smear the ink or make it unlegible or anything like that.
Perfect.
So, Crystal, what are you casting? What is your plan here?
Well, I don't really have a spell that can fix something that's waterlogged. But there are a couple possible options. Number 1, Katana of Fire doesn't say that it has a range that it can light to.
You can just make a weapon of fire and just hold that around.
Yep.
That's a light
Because
source.
that's a thing. But also I have Amaterasu's Gaze, which says you summon a pleasant ray of sunlight that follows the target. The ray of sunlight provides light at range 0 to 2 of the target's position, but this effect persists for 1 round plus additional rounds equal to your bonus successes, and there's nothing that says anything about, like, you can use an opportunity to make it be for the scene, for example.
Sure.
That's kind of brutal.
Yeah, I know. I got that and I was like, wait, what? There's not like a whole scene option? Why would you even want this?
Also, there are opportunities specific to fire invocations. And maybe there's something that extends the duration even more. Treat the range at +1. If the target can, if the technique can target characters, choose an additional target. Reduce the TN, increase the TN. Suffer the burning condition. Nope, nothing that extends the duration.
But I can definitely make a fiery weapon.
You can.
I
Although
will do something different. I'm going to cast By Light of Lord Moon.
there's no indication of how far out that would light. I would assume that something like a katana would at least light as far out as a lantern can, though.
I would assume that too. And yeah, you can definitely cast by light of Lord Moon if you like.
Okay.
All right, Crystal.
All right. I do have a fiery weapon.
All right, let me create your fiery weapon. How's that? Boom, katana fire, baby. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make it flaming too. Let's see if I can't
Oh, are you gonna add a flickering effect?
something. There we go. How does that look?
Weird.
I love it. I adore what I just
I
did.
think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. I freaking adore it. Kronagi.
Yep.
You cast by light of Lord Moon. And you can't detect anything supernatural or anything like that.
Anything
The range
conventionally
is,
good?
as a scheme action, Theology 2 check, targeting area within 1 of 2 to you. What can you click on the hex that you are targeting?
Over here.
Excellent. If you succeed, you scribe for each hidden character. As a scheme action, you may make a TN targeting area at range 0 to 2 of you. If you succeed, you scribe for each hidden character object. It doesn't say what the range of the spell is, just an area. What is the area of the area that you're targeting at range 0 to 2? Like, was this supposed to be a 0 to 2 of you and the area around you? I don't understand.
I think that's how it would read to me.
Yeah, actually, it's supposed to be
yeah.
0 to 2, range 0 to 2 around you.
Yes. So I assume you go over
So then
here
what I would do
to
then
look at
is,
that pile?
since I'm wanting to go over here, I'd probably just stand over here.
Yeah, that makes sense to me too. So I'll put you over there. You cast your spell, and there is something in this tunnel.
Hey guys, there's something in this tunnel over here.
It's humanoid.
There's someone in the tunnel over there.
Hmm.
But its head is shaped wrong.
Their head's wrong though.
Very
wrong.
When you say that, it disappears outside the range of your spell.
I was just about to say, are its ears shaped wrong too, Kuranagi? Jesus.
Oh, maybe I offended it. It seems like it took off.
Yeah,
But there
I
was
moved
definitely
up and I
something in
don't
there.
see anything.
Well, hopefully it won't give us any trouble.
Well, it looks like it's kind of a lot of debris coming out of there. I'm not really sure what to expect down here, though.
I'm not
There
sure
were
any of us
freaking
are.
eels in the water that people are drinking.
Ugh. Oh, that's the.
Or maybe this isn't a well at all. Maybe this is an eel farm where they just
Are they
like
eels?
eels.
I'm not sure what was trying to take a bite of me.
I mean, I imagine they're eels. If they're not eels, then they were something really slippery and gross
It was
and
eels.
bitey.
I saw them.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because it could have also been squid.
They were eels.
Because I know squid are bitey.
But eels are delicious.
Maybe they're farming eels then. Sounds like a unicorn thing to do, to be honest. No offense.
While I was trying to
Please.
swim one, I grabbed what I thought was a branch, pulled it out of the water. It was an eel.
Gross.
Naurin
pleasant.
for fatigue, Naurin from the swim.
Right. Let me see that lantern. I think I might have something I can do. I pull out a piece of paper and a flint and tinder and light the paper on fire and then put it near the rope to see if it will dry out over time.
Okay, you start doing that. This is going to take a while. Anybody have anything else like paper and stuff? Remember, everybody, if you have anything that can be ruined by water, it's ruined.
I have a calligraphy set. I figure since ink generally comes in little blocks,
They do
it's
come in
fine.
blocks.
I mean,
You're supposed
some
to
of it's
add-
going to wash off, but overall, it's fine.
Yeah. You're
Also,
supposed to add
Daisuke's
water
gotta
to
take
it
his-
and then scrape it or do something to it. I forget.
So while Kuranagi's trying to get the wicks dry, I do maintenance on my fiddle because I'm not leaving it wet if I can help it.
Naurin's putting Youngso's armor back on.
I just noticed on Twitch, we have a comment, the Shibari Kami cries. I'm sure that was in
About
response to the
sexy
rope,
black comment, yeah.
work.
Shibari.
While that is also happening, Daisuke will go ahead and take a calming breath.
You
Finally.
mean rest because the scene is over?
Oh, it was
Yeah.
holding that message because it was sexually explicit.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
Oh, it was in response to, does the rope find me sexy? Oh, it was that far back. Tarek, you're supposed to be checking Twitch.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to have Chatterino open.
I'm over here on YouTube. You gotta check Twitch. I can't keep going back and forth and run
I
the
got it.
game.
I'm adding my account again. I have to do it all over.
It's
Like,
all right. Thanks.
I
think
have
the answer
no
is the
idea
rope
what's
does
going
find
on
me sexy.
here.
No, thank you for watching and thank you for commenting. It was wonderful. Yes, does the rope find me sexy? Shibari.
I think the answer is yes.
At least a little bit. It's at least kind of into you.
Like, it's digging itself into you.
A little too much.
Well, while we are dilly-dallying over here, I'm going to quickly check this door and see what's behind it. Hope you don't mind.
Maybe don't do that until I'm done putting Youngso's armor on.
Okay, we got one person drying out a lantern. We got another person putting on armor. And Sora, what are you doing? You got a flaming katana.
I'm like, oh, you're trying to dry the lantern out? This might help better.
Than
Should I?
the burning piece of paper.
Okay, you both start
Yeah.
working at the lanterns. Trying to dry them out. It'll take a bit. The armor gets on first.
Of course. Daisuke, don't open that door just yet. We don't want anybody being alone.
All right, I can wait.
Or go run off on your own.
I'm not going to run off. I just wanted to see what was behind the door. We're looking at
sure,
two
sure,
different
sure.
possible exits, and you saw something in one of them, so I'm assuming that this is a man-made entrance over
Oh
here.
no, there's more exits. There's a bunch of stuff on the other side of the water too. The cistern is, only so far across, but at different intervals, there's things that are there that I can see at least. Like there's a what looks like a waterfall with water going out. There's a waterfall with water coming in. There's another like diversion off the center near the side you're standing on. There's another little tiny passageway off in the distance that I can see. And there's like a whole nother ledge on the other side that y'all were dropping down at. Kind of surprised you didn't swim to that one.
Well,
Well,
I
I'd
followed
rather be
you.
with my companions than be off by myself.
Kuranagi, none of us can see. If you didn't want us to come this way, why did you choose this path?
Oh, I mean, I didn't necessarily choose this path. It was just closest to where I was at. Because I jumped onto the fountain. I didn't want to get wet, so I tried to minimize myself with the exposure. So it was easier to
You
get
still
to the
had
fountain
to
and then.
swim.
Well, yeah,
You're
but it
not
was
any less wet.
far away from an edge. I couldn't get to the other ledge. It was about equal distance between a ledge at that point, so I just kind of went with what was easy.
Felt like that argument in and of itself would give Naurin some strife.
And then I couldn't really hear you over the sound of Daisuke screaming about stuff that was in the water and out of the water, and then climbing, and then splashing, and then screaming about things biting him. It was a lot to take in. And I also was trying to make sure Sora was in the right spot.
Well, consider yourself lucky.
For what?
At least you weren't bitten by these things.
I was. What are you talking? Look at these bruises and bite
Yeah.
marks.
No,
I got ripped to shreds. My arms are all bitten up too because I was holding my pack above water.
Ah,
You know how difficult it is to swim through a bunch of stupid eels biting your feet while you're trying to swim with your pack above your head? Not easy, especially not for someone with small arms like me.
I apologize for being irritable. I just would like to make a little more progress.
While we're waiting for the lantern to dry, could we trouble Sora to help us out with these like wounds that we got going on from eel damage?
Oh, did you guys get quite tired out from the swim?
Actually, y'all are in a rest state right now, so I'm just going to hit that button. That ends the scene.
Yeah, seems about right.
And there you guys go.
like, we're so tired. And I'm like, oh, really?
I'm not tired.
But if you still have fatigue, she can take away some of that fatigue again with
I
the
can
katana
definitely
fire.
poke you. I mean, once everybody's down to half, if I can touch you, you're down to 0.
Mhm.
I will take that touch. That is a good touch.
The
from
good
Mochi Sora.
touch.
You
Well,
can use,
right now, Daisuke is only at 2, so he's not at half.
and
but...
you can use that ability once per scene per person.
Once per scene per person.
Ah.
So,
He's
yeah,
not that
unless you've got
exhausted.
crazy, stupid high endurance, like over, let's see.
Well, katana will just give you 4. And you didn't change it from a katana to anything else, did you?
No, it's an actual katana right now. It's supposed to do the damage of the weapon
Which is 4, I believe.
plus my school rank.
Oh.
So it would be
6.
2 plus however much damage I would have done to the person.
So a base of 6.
Base of 6.
I don't think anybody has more than a 12
endurance.
So everybody can heal. Everybody can get rid of all of your fatigue.
Well, it's only 1 point in my case, but that's fine. I'll take it.
Naurin was at more than half before the rest, and considering that she kind of goes up and starts challenging things to duels, I figure might not be a bad idea.
Thank you, Mochi Sora.
It's my pleasure.
You make this stuff look easy.
everybody has their own strengths. I certainly can't see in pitch blackness.
Well, I mean, I think it's because I have really good hearing, to be honest. That's what helps the most. All you need is a good night eye and some good hearing to try to bounce off where your location is.
After a little bit of time, after she's done healing everybody, you hear the sounds of rock, like sliding or collapsing or doing something from inside this tunnel here.
I kind of get closer to the wall to see if I can see through, like up and through.
So, you see this tunnel goes all the way. You can see exactly what you see. It's totally empty.
Oh yeah, I can see. Oh, it looks like there's something behind this tunnel. It'd be a tight squeeze for some of us, but we could probably make it back there.
But you unnervingly hear these noises like rock shifting.
Uh-oh. There's definitely something in there. I can't see it perfectly, but there's definitely something in there.
Well,
And you want to go inside and possibly encounter something that could do us some damage.
you
I mean,
did
are
say
you-
you saw someone
Are
in there
you-
earlier,
are
right?
you scared?
Reasonably so. We've dealt with giant spiders and undead down here.
Oh, I
And
thought you were a
ghosts.
samurai. I'm sorry.
Pfft. I'm a samurai of the court, not this. Just because I'm voicing my complaints doesn't mean I won't do my due diligence and duty.
Oh, I just thought it was like a whole thing, tenet of Bushido, of like being courageous. Heroically courageous, in fact.
Well, you can't be
What do you think I'm
courageous if you're not
down here for?
afraid.
Hmm?
There is a
So
difference
you're saying that you're willing to go
between-
first?
Of course not. Better think things through before we decide to throw ourselves in one direction or the other. I was looking at that door over there. Maybe that could be an alternative spot to take.
Or it could just be a closet. We'll never know until we try.
Young
the-
So is the smallest and would perhaps have the easiest time, but I do not mind going first. At all.
If I'm not first, I have a hard time seeing what's going on.
So do you want to go and then I'll go and then Naurin can go? Or do we take Daisuke's approach and go through the door down there?
It sounds like there is rock sliding, and any window to get in there may be rapidly closing.
I agree, but again, there could be another path.
If you saw something in there, why don't you try speaking to it?
I did. I said hello, and then nothing.
Why don't you really try?
Excuse me, Rock Monster Sama.
I'm sure that's going to work.
Are you a good rock monster or a bad rock monster?
This is just
Won't-
getting silly.
It won't let me move toward the
Dun,
hole. I was
dun,
gonna
dun,
start
dun,
climbing
dun,
toward the hole,
dun, dun.
Yeah, it won't let me go for the tunnel itself because
but It says
I keep
movement
interacting
collides with at least one wall.
Yeah, it's really hard to
Right.
squeeze down there, huh?
Yeah,
Who's
Almost
going?
like
I'll get you in there.
it's okay.
I'm going.
It looks like it's a very skinny tunnel. Probably the only person who can fit is Young So.
How do you like
I
that?
might be able to fit. I'm kind of a contortionist.
Everybody can fit in there. It's just hard going.
Okay, now I can't see.
Maybe I
Can
should
have-
take up the rear, or else I'll probably slow everyone down.
Did we get one of the lanterns working? And can we pass that up here if it is?
Yes, Corey, did we get a lantern working?
No, you did not.
No lanterns working. So sorry, the only light is from me, the biggest
kind of-
person
you
who
kind of
can't
got it
let
wet.
go of the light.
I'm just telling
Couldn't
you what
help
you
it.
hear around you as things was happening. Y'all were healing and stuff, and then you heard the sound, and now y'all are off and running.
Yeah, I'm sure Youngso will quickly figure out that he can't see anything and be like, oh, hey, what about light?
Could somebody get a light source to me of some sort?
No,
Who's going next?
but I can go. I'll come next.
Okay. As you go through this tunnel, you notice part of this tunnel seems to have a lot of like. It looks like there was another path out of this tunnel that was about the same size, maybe a little smaller, that collapsed.
Uh-oh.
And then you gonna get up past Youngso here because he doesn't know where he's going. All he knows is oh, the cave kind of opened up a little, and you can. There's a little space, and he stopped
Oh.
at the end.
There's a bunch of back paths around here. Huh.
Bats?
Yeah, like little paths. Is this
Oh,
one of the close-up ones, Corey?
I thought you said bats.
Yeah, that's open.
Oh,
That's
is
open.
this the one
there.
that closed up?
Nope,
that's
that's
open?
open.
Okay, I kind of walk back over here. Huh. Can I look around and see if there's anything in here? Just a little dead end.
It just kind of at the end of this tunnel is all collapsed.
Oh, okay. All right, that way is a little collapsed tunnel. There's a long tunnel down to the south. And then it looks like there's a room over here. Only see bits of it, though.
Naren will follow Kuranagi in after.
Okay,
I just can't move, so.
I know.
wanna hold
You
on
feel
to
somebody right in
my-
front of you, and you can't move forward unless they move out of your way.
You want to hold on to my obi and follow?
Except my small stature means I can hold the same space as anybody else.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So
Bonk right
you
past
stand in
him.
the exact same spot as me, and it's not a problem.
Do you want to hold on to my obi and I can show you around?
I don't know how much you can show when we can't see.
Let's just clear the tunnel so Sora can get through and light the way.
Oh, okay, I guess. There's something down here. I want to go check it out. I'm gonna stealth down to the bottom.
All right.
I am really tall, but I'm not like any wider than anyone else. I'm just like super tall.
Who's next going up through this tunnel?
Looks like you're just gonna have to slither on through.
Why are there two Sora Kuranagis?
Yeah, Sora reminds people of a tree that they'd like to climb and not a mountain.
All right.
I'll let you
I'm
go
gonna
first. I'll
Try
take the
to
rear
squeeze
guard.
through here. I do still have my katana of fire that I'm gonna be like
Yep, and now it's
holding
gonna
up.
burn people.
And yeah, I'm gonna try not to hurt anybody with it.
All right, Young So, a giant person is right behind you with a katana of fire. You can see now, a bit,
Ah, okay.
and then she can come up here, and that is where we're ending the game today, guys. Y'all are in this
Progress.
tiny little hole.
Yeah,
People like
not
me
much
up, and I was like-
happened.
And then I ran into the shadows.
Congratulations, you found a hole in the wall,
We
and
did.
you buried yourself in it.
And
hope they
now
have
we'll
good
find the
food. Hole-
delicious food.
Hole
that
in the
we
walls
got.
generally are pretty good food, even if they aren't good at hygiene.
I bet that's what the Rat Man's thinking.
Everybody, give yourselves 2 experience points. There's no. Is there glory changes today? Everybody.
I don't think so.
I think everybody. I think it's fine. I think it's.
What about Daisuke being like cowardly twice?
I jumped back in there. And I
Yeah,
was
but you
searching for
retreated
two
once.
different methods. Like, I was thinking, if I were going through a catacombs, would I go through a dangerous falling apart tunnel, or would I go through some doors? Sounds
Yeah,
like a
I
smart
don't.
decision.
I don't think going through the tunnel, the collapsing tunnel, is gonna do it. But I think he's gonna lose a little bit of glory for coming back up, all the way up, lose just 1 point of glory for going back up and then going back down again. It was weird.
Hey, they
it was
said there's something
awkward.
in the water.
It's a story.
Instead of going to help.
Yeah.
It's a story that everybody's going to tell.
Yeah, 2 women go down and struggle their way through the water, and Daisuke's like, oh, instead of helping them, I'm gonna go tell the other people that there's a problem down there. That was kind of okay.
When we heard you.
Hey guys, Luke's being like really mauled by that rancor down there. Why didn't you go and help him? I'm just warning you guys so you don't go down and get yourself killed by a rancor. I mean, there's a trapdoor right in front of Jabba. It's just look out for that. Don't you care about Luke? He can handle it. He's a Jedi, right?
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It's fine. It's all good.
I have a whole thing going on. I have a gambling thing with the guy over there. Name's Boba something. I don't know.
Anyways, everybody, thanks for watching who watched this as a live stream. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for clicking that bell. We do this every Cyber Samurai Sunday. From Sasha, Crystal, Matt, James, and Tarek, I'm Corey. Go roll some dice.